This is an AASHTO Transportation TV News update. Coverage of the 2022 Transportation Research Board annual meeting. I'm Tony Dorsey reporting.
Okay, here we go.
In November 2021, President Joe Biden signed the historic Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. Representing the National Conference of State Legislatures at the signing was Utah Republican State Senator Wayne Harper.
You know, there are four of us that were invited to come, two Democrats, two Republicans. We had a wonderful time there, just enhancing that this country has a lot more to unite than to divide.
Senator Harper carried that message of bipartisanship from the White House to this panel session at TRB, entitled State DOTs Partnering to Deliver Public Benefits of the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. AASHTO Vice President Roger Millar, Secretary of the Washington State DOT, organized the panel discussion.
This legislation is hugely important. The federal government is stepping back in to the infrastructure business. I mean, there have been authorizations and authorizations and authorizations, but it's been kind of not quite keeping pace with the cost of construction. And here they've jumped in a big way and provided some policy guidance and provided a significant boost in funding.
According to the Federal Highway Administration, the IIJA will make a once-in-a-generation investment of $351 billion for highway programs and $91 billion for transit over 5 years. State DOTs will receive most of their funding through formulas, so Senator Harper says states must partner with a wide range of stakeholder groups to decide when and where to make investments.
We need to make sure that those are allocated equitably across the state and that we have all stakeholders involved. And I don't care if it needs to be the tribes, the cities, the counties, the state, the contractors. We've got to make sure that we communicate, plan together, and implement this IIJA in the right way.
Panelist Everett Lott, director of the District of Columbia Department of Transportation, says the IIJA will transform communities, especially those he describes as transportation deserts.
We have some areas here in Washington, D.C. that do not have reliable access. In their particular neighborhoods and their communities, they may not have reliable access to multiple modes of transportation. So there may not be a bus stop in the immediate area. There may not be access to the Ubers and the different car share programs. So we want to make sure that we're able to remedy and correct those types of deficiencies by putting in reliable transportation. So putting every type of mode available that we can. Again, going back to our buses, going back to our streetcar, also going back to other types of modes such as the bicycles and those who choose to scoot as well. So we're just trying to provide those type of options in those pockets where it may not exist right now.
State DOTs have lists of infrastructure projects ready to move into the construction phase. For example, panelist Victoria Sheehan, Secretary of the New Hampshire DOT, and the immediate past president of AASHTO, says her state has developed a 10-year construction plan. But while there is no shortage of projects, Sheehan says states are concerned about the availability of workers to do the job. She says the key will be recruiting and retaining a diverse and highly skilled workforce.
These are good paying jobs with great career path opportunities, so we really need to do more to tell the story of how important it is to work in this sector, but also the breadth of different opportunities and experiences that you can have.
There are significant challenges ahead, but the panel agreed that forming strong partnerships with stakeholders is key to successfully implementing the IIJA.